And what's happening a lot is that quite a few of them are going up to that contest, as we have seen when the ball hits the deck. There's a few Labrador players around, and because they're such a high-scoring side, it's not surprising that they've got players there who are just reading the ball well.
They were able to cut off a couple of inside 50s in that opening quarter, Broadbeach, but it's actually about that next kick. Where do they go from there?
Correct.
And Labrador's just building that wall across half forward. As soon as that ball gets kicked out, they're seeing up very well across half forward to kick the ball back in and came away with 4 goals in that opening quarter.
Yeah, exactly, particularly finishing that quarter strongly. And Nathan Wright, originally going with the 27 today on our team sheets. He's now on the 25 Guernsey, so he's had a good start in the ruck for Labrador, hasn't he?
Oh, very impressive. Just his ability to run off the contest and literally burning his direct opponent, who's getting caught well behind in this opening quarter.
The longer this game goes on, if the Tigers keep roaring, you'll hear the cheer squad to the left of us. They will be going off their rocket as Semler tries to concede ground, forced under pressure. He gets it out to Conlon. Kick up there from Ezekiel up towards half forward now. Opportunity for Broadbeach. Just you can see the Tiger numbers coming through thick and fast there. And a beautiful tackle laid there at centre half forward.
Geez, brilliant opportunity by Tonks on that occasion. Just fumbled at the last second. He would have been reined into an open goal there.
Hacked out of there nicely by Campbell Lake. Up towards the middle of the ground now. Knocked out in the tackle. Umpire calls play on. Broadbeach pushing forward again. That was through Baines. Finds a teammate. Hot under pursuit there. Holding the ball. Free kick to Labrador on centre wing to Mercer.
Geez, it's exactly what we were talking about. He's got nowhere to go, even going forward. Trying to handball it back and got caught on that occasion. Great intercept mark there on the far side. I'm pretty sure that was Ezekiel Stortenbaker. I wouldn't want to be calling that name out too many times today. I'll stuff that up at some point.
If you're a Broadbeach fan, call more of it because he's not a bad player either.
I'll leave that one to you, Chris, though, I think. If you see him, you can call that one. Oh. Great intercept mark. Took it at its highest point on that far side. That's exactly what Broadbeach want to start this second quarter.
They just need some of that at half forward, Kano, as Wright knocks it out there. Taken there by Exley. He's wrapped up nicely there by Lockie Howe. And we'll see a ball up 45 metres out from goal. Labrador's attacking zone. Kick last couple. Belted forward there nicely by Wright. Taken down the ground there in the tackle. We'll see another ball up. See the goal kickers come up there on your screen. Going up unopposed. Broadbeach just hacked the ball out towards the commentary wing. The Tigers do have some numbers. It'll suit them here. Good tackle. No prior opportunity. At hands and knees there is McNamara. Knocks it out there to Riddle. Riddle up towards half forward now. Good spoil there from the Broadbeach defence there. I think that was from Lecusine. Boundary throw in. Right forward pocket for the Tigers.
Geez, they just seem to be second to the footy. Once that ball hits the ground, Tigers are getting numbers around the footy. A lot of the Broadbeach Cats are actually starting defensive side, especially from these boundary throw-ins, trying to get numbers around the contest.
Locked inside the forward line there for Labrador. Handball back at his right. Handball's back up towards the corridor. Off a step. Lake curls it around the body. The goalkeeper couldn't quite take the mark there. It was Ezekiel. Sells some candy. Booming kick, and there's that wall again. Strong mark taken here by Riddle. Plays on now, and Mung up towards centre half forward, intercept mark. So here's Semler, one of the stars for Broadbeach. Pumped him up a bit, he's got plenty of the ball. And we'll see a ball up centre wing out of side.
Now that's what we were talking about earlier. It's that next kick and gave his Broadbeach teammate no opportunity. Definitely didn't favour him, but a good tackle. Held the ball up long enough for the boundary, the umpire to come in to ball it up.
All back up towards the corridor now. Who have been probably some of your better players to put you on the spot? I could probably think of one that's been the most influential, and he's the one in the ruck. Labrador.
The obvious one, that first quarter. I might have to get back to you on that one, Chris. I think.
That's what I thought. We've got to put you on the pump, mate.
No pressure at all.
No. Lockie Howe for Labrador. Good kick. Very good kick. Was he nudged in the back? No, not quite. Nudged in the side, said the umpire. Kick around the body there from O'Brien. Lake goes back in again. Guy Nichols has a shot at goal. It's coming. Falls a little bit short. The crowd riding every disposal. He hacked out of there nice, and it's a goal by Sam Mercer.
The mullet again. Popped up to kick another one there. Great left foot finish. And again, Broadbeach just getting sucked into the contest. If you look at the replay, that ball was up in the air forever. Ball comes down. Broadbeach again trying to knock the ball over for a point. Ball came out. Great left foot finish on that occasion, and Labrador go further in the lead.
Well, it's 3 quick ones in a row either side of quarter time, and they've got 5 goals on the board. 4 players have joined in on the action. And the players that all kick goals, as we've highlighted at the start of the game, there's a lot of goal scorers, a lot of players who have kicked 10 or more, and everyone that's done that for Labrador has all kicked at least a dozen goals on the board this year. Rucks contest again, and Josh Weekly will redo that again. And good to, in fact, no free kick's been paid there. So it'll go to Broadbeach. Broadbeach now. Big opportunity inside their forward line now. A lot of one-on-one contests. Going up and not being able to take the grab there was Hosking. Ball dribbles out towards the boundary line. Picked off there momentarily was Ethan White. Boundary throw.
And again, Broadbeach being second to the footy. There's really no point if you're going to bomb the ball in like that. You're going to bomb it on top of someone's head. He's going to have very little opportunity to take a contested mark like we saw on that occasion.
That's right, and maybe need to switch their back line up and send him a little bit forward now was right. He was taking the ground. He just got the ball out in the nick of time. Getting the ball out there was Reynoldson. He's taken out towards the boundary line. It'll be a ball up just inside the field of play.
And that's the difference between the two sides. I've definitely noticed to start the second quarter. Labrador wait till the ball hits the ground and actually works out, okay, who has it, and then pushes players forward to put the pressure on. Broadbeach on the other side are actually trying to get the numbers around the contest before the ball is contested.
Yep.
And they're actually getting caught out because they're starting defensive side and Labrador's starting offensively. Ball goes that side, they've got the numbers. Labrador will probably kick 2 goals exactly that way, deep forward. So,
and some occasions as well, because you've got that extra numbers around the contest, which happen to be your teammates, they almost run into each other too. And they deny themselves that extra space to open up the vision and try and find some target down the field.
Exactly. No, you're exactly right, Chris.
Calls play on there. Comes out now to Hamilton Howard. Kicks the ball around the body. Comes out to White. Short kick inboard to Riddle. Good left foot kick along the boundary line. Keeping inside the field of play. Doing so successfully here is Fife. Turns the ball over now. Handball back up. Broadbeach with some numbers. Beautiful tackle there from Wright. Too high. A little bit overzealous.
Jeez, he probably did everything right there, right? I'm not quite sure where that free kick was pulled from, but Broadbeach have an opportunity now.
Inside the forward 50. Tigers with some extra numbers. Umpire calls play onto that one. White just kicks it around the body in hope. Foot race there on the outer side. Labrador with again some numbers. The form of Sullivan. Kick the touch along the boundary line. Boundary throwing outer side. Out on the full, yes, boundary throw.
And that's a massive key as well. Labrador are definitely a lot cleaner by hand. Broadbeach are they're not getting clean possession, so it's all this rushed handball, rushed kick, almost perceived pressure. Yep. They're waiting to get tackled rather than dropping their eyes and looking for a target.
Yeah, just utilising a little bit extra time. But you're right, that's perceived pressure over the last probably 15 minutes of general play. When Labrador started to get that run on. It's almost like it's Labrador being the top side that they are. They're just doing what they do, and Broadbeach maybe being intimidated by it.
Yeah, it's almost that autopilot for Labrador, and Broadbeach are really spending a lot of energy either being defensive or chasing after their direct opponent.
They're being reactive.
Exactly.
They're being active here. Kick up towards half forward. There's a bit of an open space here. Good work here by the Labrador defence. Took the courage to run off his man now, but not working out there. Handball in home. Probably should have just taken a little bit more time there. Ball 20 metres out from goal. Labrador getting some numbers around this contest. They've Broadbeach though, looking to bottle it up. Comes out to Jenkins. Jenkins pulls the trigger and misses to the far side, or near side.
And that's exactly what we were talking about, Chris, just being clean and being smart. And unfortunately, that last handball was probably unwarranted and unrequired. He could have had a set shot on goal quite easily.
Dangerous kick here momentarily as Labrador handball the ball back up towards the corridor now. Broadbeach with some extra numbers. Here's an opportunity. Must kick this goal now. Left foot kick on its way out of bounds on the full. Free kick Labrador.
Just enough that Labrador chasing player. Not quite sure who it was on that far side. Just put enough pressure on the guy kicking the footy to push that ball out of bounds on the full as Labrador kick the ball back in now. Dangerous kick.
Game Browning, your extra special comments today. Here's a chance for the Cats. Kick up towards the top of the square, and they should convert, and they do. And that goes to Connor Robson again.
I've liked Connor Robson's opening start of the game. He's worked extremely hard and haven't had much opportunities as the ball was kept in there. Wide foot snap. Probably could have left it for a goal, but decided to mark it and take that one off his teammate. Maybe not quite happy there at half time. He might have a word to him. Go, boy, get another chance like that, can you just leave it so I can get my name on the scorecard? But it's exactly what Broadbeach needed just to get back within that sort of 3-goal margin. 10 minutes into the second quarter.
Well, that was Labrador that sort of made the rare error there across half back. And Broadbeach is a great side. They've made the most of that opportunity now as they look to go forward. They try and reset for Rogers. Handball's over the top now. Broadbeach looking to move forward again nicely here. Kyle Reynoldsson like to start to his game. Kick up towards half forward. And strong contested mark there to Leonard Truman.
Very good effort there, backing into the backing back like that. Good
Backmen
effort.
of both sides have done that job today, so a lot across their half-back lines.
Oh, called play on there.
Oh, they've corralled them there and forced the turnover. The Tigers kick up towards the corridor. Wasn't that convincing, but they do have some numbers pressing forward. Handball over the top to space. How will the ball sit? Ball at centre half forward here. Beautiful tackle.
Oh,
And
hang
hold the
on.
ball.
Got pinned on the ball, but if we look at this replay, second man in, great tackle there, comes in, crunches in again, almost unlucky not to give the reversal free kick there.
Almost like a sling action
Sling tackle and coming in over the top as Broadbeach look to move across this far side now.
Dawson.
Oh, gets called played on, dumped in the tackle and caught hold of the ball.
That could be the story of the day here.
Pretty quick there. He was actually pointing to say, well, he's gone over the mark. And umpire scored played on and got absolutely poleaxed in the tackle. So Labrador looking to attack again now, probably 80 metres out on that far side.
Probably just all they need to be doing now is don't bother about the mark, just get the ball moving quickly. As mark's taken there by Shepherd. Now he's called the play on. Right foot kick inside the forward 50. Comes out to Dawson, holding the ball! Yes! And Labrador will have a shot on goal to Josh Young.
Gee, I've been impressed with Young's start of this game as well. Great rundown tackle there. And it's a good start to this grand final by Young. He actually kicked 4 goals last week. So he's in pretty good goal kicking form. He's probably kicking 40 metres out, slight angle.
He's kicked 35 goals for the year. He did have his hand in the first goal of the game. You'd love to add number 36, and that fades and just sneaks home. Josh Young's going to go on the board for Labrador, and they extend their lead out to 4 goals.
And that's exactly what you want from as a coach. Your smalls chasing blokes down and your talls taking contested marks inside 50. And on that occasion, Young probably came from 10, 15 metres back, chased him down, went back and finished his good work off. Left foot goal. Nothing better to see a left footer kick a goal up straight over the goal umpire's head. And very impressive start. Labrador moved further in the lead.
See the replay. You're right. The left footer in that situation there, because they can get that arch kick around the body, so they can start it out left and watch it curl more to the right. It's a beautiful look.
Now, if we have to watch him try and kick on his right foot at some point, he might be a little bit less impressive. Left footers don't need to use their right foot because no one's got any idea which way they're going anyway. So, in my experience, it works pretty well.
We'll see a reset here. Kyle Bendel will be the umpire. One of the number of young umpires out there today, doing a great job on grand final day. Trying to appeal for the free kick. Don't worry about what the umpire's doing, worry about what you're doing there, Kai. As the ball goes up towards half forward, flew from a few deep. Handball over the top, turns the ball over. Reynoldson under siege again. Handball to a Labrador player who was lying on the ground, and we'll see another stoppage.
Now, the amount of players actually in the tackle when the ball hits the ground, Broadbeach literally have nowhere to go at the moment. And the last thing you want to be doing is having very little knowledge about which way you want to go, especially defensively. As Broadbeach, free kick not paid on that occasion. Labrador look to attack again. 5 metres out, and Young again.
Yeah, good positioning there from Josh Young.
Impressive mark. As the ball came in there, just pushed off his direct opponent, got a good leap at the footy, and great overhead mark as he lines up for goal number 2 in about a minute.
Yeah, he's been an exceptional player in this competition in season 2021, and it'll be a long way back for Broadbeach if successful. So Josh Young, for goal number 37 a year, one of the easiest shots he's had, and that's another one.
Well, it showed both facets of the game in the last probably 45 seconds there. Young, first goal, chased the Broadbeach backman down, and great left foot kick, probably from 45 out. And right there, took a very good contested mark, right in the goal square, and straight over the goal umpire's head once again for a great 2-goal effort in about a minute.
Yeah, well, the margin started to break out. We're at a game high, 31 points here on QAFL TV. Thanks to Dean Davis Productions and thanks to you guys supporting in the masses. Got some great numbers on the board early. We know the rewatch will be fantastic as well, particularly whoever's premiers today as right goes up, unassisted there. Ball pushes out towards Broadbeach attacking zone. Can Rogers manufacture something here? He handballs out over the top, trying to draw the free kick. Not forthcoming. In fact, yes it is. He'll get the free kick. Run! So it'll be Semler. Semler told to go. Right foot kick. Should have just gone up the corridor. Enabled Broadbeach with the defensive spoil. Heads out towards the boundary line now, utilising the number over the top there. That's the confidence they have, but they've turned the ball over. Munro. Kick out of bounds on the full free kick. Go to the Tigers. It's to Kyle McNamara.
Now again, just that inside 50. They're really not giving the Broadbeach forwards any opportunity to either take a contested mark or have a set shot on goal. They were working pretty well early on, but at the moment they're really struggling to get their hands on the footy as this ball goes out of bounds on the full. So it'll be a free kick to Broadbeach. Here's a good opportunity to get a goal on the board, hopefully.
Jack Bowen, he had an electrifying start across half back in the first term. Kick inside the forward 50. They need a strong contested mark. 2 Labrador players spoiled each other, but on the counter-attack, 2 Labrador players laid the joint tackle.
Well, when you've got 1 Broadbeach and about 4 Labrador Tigers around the contest, you're very lucky indeed to get the ball over the line.
Labrador now, taken high, free kick. A bit over aggression, overzealous there. Noah O'Brien. See here. Bang!
Just seems a bit of frustrations coming out for Broadbeach at the moment. They've really got to pull that in. As the free kick's paid to Broadbeach.
So that was off the ball. Well, they'll go back to where it came without having seen it.
A little bit of push and shove, I think. And generally, it's the guy that reacts after the initial contact. Generally gets pinned. And it seems to be the case on this occasion as Broadbeach come in now. Very neat a goal, straight over the goal umpire's head and tells his direct opponent all about it. As Broadbeach kick their third, scores are now 3-2 72-20 to 7-3-45. Well, as he comes in now, we look at the replay, and it's Kobe Cummings. Great right foot kick, and I tell you, you got to be careful when you're over celebrating, because I tell you what, if I was a Labrador Tiger, I'd be going, mate, have a look at the scoreboard, son. We're 4 goals up, coming into half time. You're going to need to do a little bit better than that. But a good finish on that occasion. Just a little bit of ill discipline, probably for the first time today from the Tigers.
Big hello to the Cummings family. I'm going to take a stab. The reason why he's named Kobe is because they are Lakers fans. I can imagine Kobe would have been born around when Kobe Bryant was doing his best work in the NBA. As Jonas Semler sends the ball up and under, taken there nicely by Wright, the galloping gazelle, right foot kick up towards half forward, taken here by Exley. Switch the ball across to the wing and finds his vice captain there in Howard. Hits up the intended target there in front of the scoreboard where the punters are here in their droves. Kick up towards right half forward. He's coming again, nudged out of the contest there, goes back to recover, has a teammate there in support. Right foot kick up towards the corridor now, but the Tigers with some numbers in the form of Sullivan. An underground kick there from McNamara. Ball there at half forward, dancing around there was Tonks. Taken down after disposal. Free kick will go to Broadbeach at half forward.
Now, just this little patch of the last couple of minutes, Broadbeach are suddenly getting their hands on the footy. They've had a few opportunities inside 50 as the ball comes in now. Once again, Tigers have got the numbers. Can't quite get it out. Quick kick out. Rolls in for another behind to the Broadbeach Cats. They just need to try and lock it in these closing stages just before half time. If they get another one on the board, it'll probably be a for effort in the last 5 minutes of this second quarter.
We saw the first quarter produce 5 goals and it went for 23.5, so this quarter's also produced 5. I won't see too much longer, you would think. As we see another boundary throw in, a lot more stoppages in that first quarter, I believe, too. Especially after that tight start. So Broadbeach looking to build that wall here across the commentary wing. Labrador have actually now pulled some numbers back. Boundary throw in, half forward here for Broadbeach. Taken in nicely by Reynolds. Starting to come into the game a bit more. Kick up towards the corridor, that's not bad. Conceding ground at Exley, has to do the U-turn, darts around right. Ricochets off his teammate now in Reynolds. Opportunity here for Broadbeach. Sells some candy, brings the ball back in board. And it's another one. Kobe Cummings has kicked back-to-back goals here for Broadbeach. And they're coming back with a bit of a flurry here. The shadows of half-time.
Geez, again, another impressive finish by Kobe Cummings.
How's that from Eccleston?
Look at the replay. Brilliant blind turn there. And just smart enough, didn't overwork it. Just gave... That first possession is always important, not to rush into it, and a great finish there to Cummings as, well, talking about that fourth goal. They've got that one now. Moved to 4-3-27 to 7-3-45. We've played just over 22.5 minutes into the second quarter.
We'll be with you right across the day, so stay tuned to this channel. All 3 grand finals. Filled with quality excitement now as Semler getting better as this game goes on. Kicks the ball up towards half forward, taken here by Hamilton Howard. Keeps it inside the field of play. Has a teammate there in support. He's under pressure. Right foot kick inside the forward 50. Jed Riddle marks across half back. Sprints the ball back up to where it came. It might be Kyle Reynolds again. Just at a glance. We're about 150 metres away from this one. Back up to Exley. Executed the move and saw the last goal. Right foot kick. He's got some tall timber down there. Slips out the back. Labrador with some numbers. Riddle again on his left foot. Does it left and does it right. Extra numbers. Favours Mercer. Mercer with a kick. Out towards the boundary line here. Rare time that we've sent it here today. Good work. Umpire calls play on there. We know Kai Nichols has been outstanding with his tackling here, as we can see here on the replay there, Kano.
No, great tackle there. Oh, gave a little shove after the fact too. Just a bit of frustration coming in for the Tigers. They haven't been quite on par compared to the first quarter and a half. And they're just getting a little bit frustrated with the Cats' ability to get their hands on the footy and not really having to do much work for it.
Mercer up towards half forward, finds his teammate on the burst here in the form of Mild. Up towards the corridor now, good kick.
Beautiful kick.
To Fife, kick the couple inside the forward 50, no talk. They'll suck her off the ground and they'll get one here. And that was to Bailey Brown. Great goal.
No, very impressive there. And that's exactly what the Tigers needed. As we look at the replay now, great right foot kick. Attacking, unfortunately couldn't take the mark, but was good enough to get the ball back and kick the ball off the ground. Great finish. As Labrador definitely needed that goal just to feel a bit more comfortable going into half time. And Broadbeach would be kicking themselves for giving that one back after having a fair bit of the possession, probably for a good 5 minutes.
Yeah, Brown getting his second goal on the board today. Kicked the opening one. Great style. You bookend the first half with goals. Left to be seen here. QAFL TV. You've got Kano, you've got Yenny, you've got Nelson on the tech, you've got Dean on the camera. Best in the business. Broadcasting, bringing you these pictures right around the country. What a great way to spend a Saturday afternoon, Saturday morning into the afternoon. Racing the best of Queensland football, at least here in the southeast part anyway. Up and under kick there from White. Didn't go to 15. You can hear the umpires say play on. Handball dished out now to Campbell late. And it is half time here. Kano here at Southport.
No, very impressed. There's a couple of names just like to work through before we go to the break. I thought Josh Young's second quarter was really impressive with a couple of goals. Nathan Wright in the ruck has worked extremely hard and is definitely getting first possession for that midfield group. Nichols as well has worked extremely hard. For the Cats, I like Jack Bowen, Semler, Kobe Cumming again, like Josh Young, kicked a couple of goals in that second quarter to get the Cats back in it. But Bowen and Semler are working across half-back extremely hard, taking quite a few possessions. Unfortunately, they haven't been in dangerous spots, but they're too deep in that back line. But it's a great first quarter, and Broadbeach work their way back into it, and probably close enough if they're good enough.
Well, it is half time here at Southport. Stick around for highlights and goal kickers.